Welcome to The Explainer. So, let me ask you something. When you make big life decisions, are you just rolling the dice and hoping for the best? Or are you building something with a real plan? Today, we're going to break down a powerful framework that helps you make that exact shift, from being a gambler with your future to becoming its architect. So yeah, let's start with that fundamental question, right? It's really all about your mindset. When you think about your life, your career, are you a gambler or an architect? Let's dig into what that actually means. Okay, so here's the breakdown. On one side, you've got the gambler. This is the person who's totally reactive, They're chasing every bit of hype, totally driven by FOMO, that fear of missing out. It's just a lot of bets, hoping one of them hits. But then, look at the architect. It's the complete opposite. They're deliberate. They have a strategy. It's not about making more bets. It's about making better bets. A totally different game.
And that's really the whole point of what we're talking about today. The goal is to help you make that shift in your own identity, to go from being that opportunity chaser to becoming a strategic, personal capital allocator. I love that term. It's like you're the CEO of You Incorporated. You know exactly what you've got in the bank, and I don't just mean money, and you deploy those resources with total intent.
All right, so if you're going to be the architect of your life, you need to know what your building materials are, right? And we're not talking about bricks and steel here. We're talking about your 4 core currencies. These are the fundamental resources you have to play with every single day.
First up, the obvious one, money. Pretty straightforward, right? This is your cash flow, any assets you can convert into cash if you needed to. It's your financial firepower. Then there's time. And let's be real, this is probably your most precious currency. Why? Because you can't make more of it. It's totally non-renewable. Every second that ticks by is gone, forever.
Okay, next up, attention. Think about it. In our crazy, distracted world, being able to truly focus your mind on one thing, that's a legitimate superpower. It's your mental focus, your ability to tune out the noise and just concentrate.
And last but not least, we've got this awesome duo, energy and reputation. So, energy is your physical and mental vitality. It's the gas in your tank. And reputation, that's the trust people have in you, your social standing. When you put those two together, man, that's what really opens doors.
Okay, so you know your 4 currencies. What's next? Well, now it's time to take inventory. Seriously. Just like a business manager has to know exactly what's in the warehouse, you need to get a crystal clear picture of what you're working with. And this whole inventory process is broken down into 3 simple steps. We're going to look inward, then we're going to look outward, and finally, we'll look at your social circle.
First up is your internal capital. And look, this part requires some brutal honesty with yourself. No sugarcoating. What are you actually good at thinking about? What are your biases, your blind spots? And for real, how much pressure can you take before things start to fall apart? You have to know your limits.
All right, next up, your external capital. Same deal here. Brutal honesty. No guessing. Exactly how much cash and liquid assets do you have? What's your real stable income look like? And here's the killer question. If all your income dried up tomorrow, how many months could you survive? That's your runway. You need to know that number. And finally, let's talk social capital. It's time to audit your relationships. Think about the people you spend time with. Who lifts you up? Who just exists? And this is a tough one. Who consistently drains your energy? The point isn't to go on a friend-firing spree, okay? It's just about being aware of where your energy is going.
Okay, now we are getting to what is, in my opinion, the most important part of this entire framework. This is the architect's secret weapon. See, before you even think about building cool stuff, you have to pour a rock-solid foundation. We call this your defensive core. And the whole philosophy behind this defensive core is so simple but so powerful. It's this. You don't win by being a genius. You win by not making catastrophic mistakes. It's not about the one brilliant move, it's about avoiding that one dumb move that could take you out of the game completely.
So this defensive core of yours, it stands on 3 non-negotiable pillars. Number 1, liquidity. You need enough cash to handle surprises. Number 2, legal safety. No shady deals, no gray areas. Keep it clean. And number 3, low psychological pressure. That means no all-in beds that have you sweating at 3 a.m. And here's the rule. If any so-called opportunity messes with one of these 3 pillars, it's an instant no. No exceptions.
You see, what's so powerful about this is that it's not about finding more things to do. It's actually about saying no more often. It's a filter.
Because, let's be honest, probably 95% of the opportunities that come your way are just noise. They're distractions that threaten that solid foundation you're trying to build.
And that leads us to the ultimate litmus test. The one question you have to ask before any big decision. It's this simple. If I'm wrong about this, do I still get to play the game tomorrow? If the answer is no, if failure means you're wiped out, then this decision is already made for you. You walk away. Period.
Okay, this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? Well, not by just making some vague New Year's resolution. You do it with a clear, focused plan. Let's talk about your first 30-day sprint.
The whole idea here is not to try and boil the ocean. You don't change everything overnight. Instead, you break it down into a 90-day plan. In the first 30 days, you just focus on the foundation, doing that inventory we talked about. The next 30 days are all about stabilization, making that defensive core strong. And only then, after 60 days of prep work, do you start making a few small, calculated moves using your new system.
And I really want to hammer this point home. The goal here is not to go faster right away. It's the opposite. It's to slow down, build a better system, and reduce your mistakes first. You have to learn to walk before you can sprint. Get precise before you try to get fast.
So, that leaves us with one final thought to really lock in this whole architect mindset. Your real power, it doesn't come from the brilliant things you say yes to. It comes from all the shiny, distracting, and dangerous things you have the discipline and the wisdom to say no to. So I'll leave you with this question. What's the most valuable opportunity you can say no to this week?